How's it going, everybody? My name's Enchantment, and welcome to a brand new Minecraft hardcore world. I am super duper excited to get started on this series. I've actually never played Minecraft hardcore, if you can believe it. I technically have a couple times on Bedrock, if you've seen any of my Twitch streams, and it did not go very well. But here on Java, I think we can get much further than I did on those Bedrock streams. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start this world just like you start any other world, and we are going to punch a tree so that way we can get our first set of wood tools and get started here. I do want to build a really cool starter base. I already have a great idea of what I want to do with it, and we also want to find a village to settle down in, because one thing that I've always wanted to do in Minecraft is transform a village into a fortified city, and it's just something that I've never done before and have again always wanted to. So that is going to be the biggest goal of this series, is getting that done. But obviously first we need to start with some humble beginnings, and that is with our wooden tools. So let's go ahead and get ourselves a pickaxe and an axe here. Awesome. All right. Now, I do want to go ahead and let everybody know that I do have a few mods installed. I have complementary unbound shaders, as you can see. That's why the world just looks absolutely stunning here. I also have a tree cutting mod, and this is the one that I could see some people in my comments giving me some slack for. I know it could be seen as cheating, but it's just a quality of life mod for me. One of the biggest things I hate in Minecraft is grinding for wood. So I have a mod that can instantly cut down trees when I crouch while cutting down a tree with an axe. It does take away the same amount of durability as it would if I cut down the tree normally. It just saves a lot of time farming for wood. If you have a problem with it, I apologize. It is something I am going to be using throughout this series. But that's really the only mod that will interfere with the gameplay as far as that goes, or it could be seen as cheating. I also do have Litematica. I don't plan to use it very much in this series though, and awesome, look at that. Right off the bat there's a village. Definitely gonna go check that out. But yeah, anyway, Litematica is not something I really plan to use very much in this series. I might use it a couple times depending on what plans I end up having throughout the series. But as of right now, at least today for our starter base, I will not be using it. But it could be something that you see me use in the future. Just know it is a mod that I technically have installed. So when you see me hold a stick, you might see some menu options for Litematica. That's the reason why. It is because it's installed. And this right here is a great example of what I mean by the tree cutting mod. It just makes life so much easier. You just crouch, cut down the tree, and the whole thing falls down. And honestly, if you want to make the argument, it is more realistic, because let's be honest, if you're cutting down a tree, it's not going to float in the air after you cut down the first half of the tree. But I guess it's also less realistic because it's also not instant. But anyway, who's to say? This is a creative game, so we'll do what we have to. Let's go ahead, and we need a good source of food, so let's see if we can get ourselves some wheat seeds here. Looks like we only got one, so we'll just commit some murder here. Take care of this cow. Come here, boy. Oh, nope, he keeps running away from me. Get over here. There we go. Now we got ourselves some food. Gonna cut down another tree, and these hay bales are looking nice over here. Okay, as much as I would like to build in a village, I just don't think this is the one. It's really cool the way that this village generated on top of this hill, but this ravine that you can see right next to me just sounds like a terraforming nightmare. So we're just going to take everything from these villagers and leave them with nothing and move on, because I just am not feeling this village. I just don't think it's the one. I think we can do a little bit better for what I have in mind. So we're gonna continue to steal everything that we can and get out of here. I mean, we defend them from the pillagers, but who is the real pillagers here? Because we're the ones pillaging their land every time we come through, let's be honest. And let's take a look here. Looks like we got just a little bit of stuff. No chest in here. What am I doing? Okay, hold on. Apparently I forgot how to play the game. Let's put this crafting table down like I meant to do and make some wheat so that way we can get some bread because we need some food. There we go. All right, maybe now I can figure out how to play the game. All right, let's get fed up here, and we need to get some cobblestone. There's a cave, but that seems dangerous. Right here looks perfect. We can get some cobblestone here, much safer than in that cave where some bad boys could possibly spawn and try to take all of our stuff. And not just all of our stuff, our entire world. Let's get this cobblestone here so we can get some stone tools. And look at that right away, guys. We got iron already. This is awesome. And I left my crafting table in that house. Let's make a new one. You're probably going to see me make like 5. I have a really bad habit of leaving my crafting tables places. Let's grab the pickaxe, and we need to grab this iron. That's a great start. Although I will be making an iron farm. I don't know if I'll be able to get to it this episode, but I am definitely going to do it at least by episode 2 or 3 because iron is so important, especially with any kind of farms, making hoppers and everything else. It just seems like I go through iron like crazy. And don't even count lanterns as well. Let's go ahead and go on to the next house. Looks like we've got some bread. That's awesome. Some more food is always welcome. We'll take this chest here and move on. And this tree is blocking the door, so let's get it out of our way. And it looks like part of the tree decided to continue to block the door. Sometimes the mod isn't perfect, but that's okay. We got some more food. Sounds great to me. And nothing in here. We'll take the bed, though, because we are going to need one of those. And it looks like we found ourselves another village, but it's on fire. Let's go see Whoa, okay. Thank God I didn't jump. That is a lava pool. Let's get over that. Maybe I can... I only have 1 cobblestone. I don't think there's any saving it. So let's see if there's anything in here to take. It looks like there is not. This sucks for these poor villagers. And another weird ravine generation. So looks like this village isn't gonna be the one, but we can still take all their stuff, as you do when you enter a new village. Looks like we also got some leather boots, so we got a little bit of armor to protect ourselves. And looks like, let's see what's in here. Some more food and a bundle, which is awesome because we need to consolidate some of this inventory here. It is getting a little out of hand. So we're just going to throw all these little things in here, like these flowers, and really try to consolidate some of this inventory. Looks like we got another bundle we can throw some more stuff into, and that's good enough. All right, let's take a look here. Let's make sure that we got everything we could from this place. More food and emeralds. We'll absolutely take that. And in here, it looks like we got another bundle and some leather. Awesome. Love the inventory management. And wow, these shaders are just so beautiful. I cannot believe the way that sunset looks in the distance. I really like that hill right there. I think we're gonna check. Okay, unfortunately there wasn't really anything of note at that hill that I left off on, but I think I did when I was coming over a hill right before I crossed that river behind me. I'm pretty sure I saw a village. Yep, I see a village right there on the horizon. Let's go take a look and see what we got there. This also is a really nice plains biome we got here. I think we could really do a lot of cool builds here. So we could really expand our village or our city once we get it going. So I think this might just be it, guys. We got to make sure there's no weird terrain generation like the other 2 villages. Our luck has not been great with the ravines so far. But maybe we'll get lucky with this one. We'll have to take a look-see here. Let's get across this river here. And oh my gosh, it just takes so long to swim across these rivers sometimes. But we will get there. I'm just looking around right now, really taking in the scenery to see if this will be the one. So far, so good. We got a few village houses here with nothing in them so far. Let's take a look. Most of these small houses don't really have anything, but I always check them anyway. I don't know why I feel the need to, but we're going to check out each one just to make sure. You never know. And one time I don't check, there will be a chest in it. Let's check out one of the bigger houses, and nothing. What about this one over here? It looks like this is another one of the smaller houses. Man, these are some stingy villagers. We're definitely going to have to make some indentured servants here. Because they owe us, I think. I think they owe us, because this is nothing in this village so far. We will take their hay bales, though, because that is a great source of food. But I can't believe they didn't have much else. This is a really empty village. But I also think it's really pretty so far. We're going to grab this tree. It's right on this river, and it looks like there's an ocean right there too, which is awesome. I don't know why I almost checked that little house. I know there's not going to be anything in it. Oh, watch. Move! All right, and wow. They only had bread? That's it? Yeah, this is definitely it, though. I mean, there's an ocean right here. I think we could really do like a port city. I think it would be really fun. I love building boats in Minecraft, so I think we could do a lot of really cool stuff here. We're gonna set up shop right here, and we put a chest down, and do I have to go take a okay, no, I have a bed and now it is home. I just want to create another crafting table. I think this is number 3 so far. But now I can set this stone cutter here, and look at that. We got a nice little setup here. We just need to create ourselves a little temporary shelter here, so that way we can protect ourselves from the dangers of this place. But first we're going to make a hoe, because I need to plant some seeds, so that way we can get a good source of food here. Where did I... There, oh, there it is. Okay. Let's put that there, and I need water. I don't know what I was thinking. Let's move this. We're going to move it over to the water. We'll put it right next to the ocean. Do you think salt water will allow the plants to grow? I don't know. But this is Minecraft, and clearly that logic doesn't apply, so that's where we're going to plant it, is right here next to the ocean. This will just be temporary. We will move it eventually. I do plan on building a large farm, but we haven't got there yet. Right now, we just have to get a little shelter going to protect ourselves. And let's see here. We're going to need... Oh, there we go. Some oak planks. So that way we can make ourselves some more sticks, because I don't have enough. And now we can make our... What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, now we can make ourselves a wooden shovel, because we need to do a little bit of terraforming here. I want to get rid of this little hill right here, right behind our chest and stuff, so that way we can build a little shelter. Let's get this dirt out of our way. All right, this is what I was able to come up with. We got ourselves a little shelter to keep us away from any of the bad guys that tries to take us out. I lit up a little bit around the base just to make sure nothing spawns too close. I also got some cows corralled over here, so that way we can start breeding them and get an unlimited supply of leather and beef, because food and leather for books is important. I also went ahead and made ourselves a furnace, that way I can make some charcoal, which I have created some. And I have also went ahead and smelted our iron that we got earlier and turned it into some iron pickaxes, so that way we can get started on mining. I did mine a little bit down, but not very far. You'll see. I just made a small little tunnel just to show kind of where we're going to be putting the mine. And now we can go ahead and get down there and start mining. I am ready to go find some diamonds because we are going to need those to protect ourselves as soon as possible. So let's get going on this here. We're going to go ahead and get down to Y53 and we're going to start strip mining because I am not ready to explore caves without protection. And look at that, guys. We just found our first set of diamonds. Let's go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 vein. Let's go. That is a great start. Our first diamonds, and it was an 8 vein. That is awesome. We are doing so well already. Let's go ahead and put those. Actually, let's go back. I left my crafting table. We're gonna go ahead and start creating some tools because my iron pickaxe is almost up. So we're gonna get ourselves a diamond pickaxe. As you can see, there was a cave there that I saw on my way down here. Chose not to explore it because, as I said earlier, I'm not ready to go cave dwelling until we get some more protection. But let's go get ourselves a diamond pickaxe so that way we can continue mining. Alright guys, we are back up at the starter base. I went ahead and grabbed a little bit more wood just so that way we can make some more sticks for crafting. I'm going to go ahead and breed up these cows a little bit as well while we're here. And gonna go in here so that way we can craft our diamond pickaxe. Let's go ahead and hop in this crafting table, and we need to grab our wood if I can find it. I know I just cut it down. Nope, that's dirt. Jeez, I'm blind. Stick. There we go. Okay. We got it eventually. And let's make some more sticks here and make ourselves a diamond pickaxe. Awesome, guys. There it is. Not even that far into the world, and we already got our first diamond pickaxe. Let's go. We are going to put that to good use right away for our strip mining. And I believe we can also, I don't know what I was thinking, that is definitely not enough to make a chest plate, but it is enough to make a helmet. So we're just skipping iron here. We are going straight to diamonds, which is awesome. I don't think I've ever done that in a Minecraft world before, but let's get back down there and get some more mining going. Alright, I forgot to record me making the other pieces, but these pants make the last piece of diamond armor. So now we have a full set of diamond armor. Let's go. Looks like we got 3 diamonds left. We're going to use that to make the last tool we need, which is a diamond axe. Let me grab this iron because I'm going to go ahead and probably make another bucket. But first, let's get this diamond axe here to complete the... forgot the sticks. And now we got ourselves a diamond axe. Let's go. We now have all of the tools besides a diamond hoe and full diamond armor. Although it is time to retire our first diamond pickaxe, we will go ahead and name that and put it in an iron item frame, because I just love holding on to my first diamond gear and keeping it as like a keepsake, just because it was the very first piece of diamonds that we got in this world. All right, now let's go ahead and make ourselves a new iron pickaxe to replace the diamond one. So much for that bucket, but the pickaxe is definitely more important in case we find more diamonds. So let's get back in the mines. Sure. Give me the fun spot. All right, and with that, we got ourselves a pretty good haul, but I do think it is time to get ourselves an enchantment set up, so that way we can get some enchanted gear. I want to get Silk Touch, because I need stone to get started on the starter base, because it is long overdue. So let's get on that. Am I dumb? I am dumb. All right, we're gonna pretend like none of you saw that. So that, and then that. Okay. Well, we got 2 obsidian. We're gonna have to go down and get some more lava because I screwed up. All right, with that, we got ourselves our 15 bookshelves, but we're not yet level 30, so we got to do that before we can get any enchanting done. All right, I decided that enchanting and getting to level 30 was taking way too long. So instead, I decided to trade here with this villager. I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. I was actually able to get Silk Touch from him. So we just did that instead. I figured that would be way quicker than trying to get to level 30 and then doing a random enchant and then not even possibly getting the enchantment I need. So let's go ahead and head back out towards our little base and try and get Silk Touch onto our pickaxe so we can get the stone we need for this base. I do have all the villagers locked down in here. I did that off camera. Went ahead and locked them all down so that way I could prepare for when I create a trading hall, except you. He did not want to go into his house, so he gets to be free, unlike everybody else. All right, we got ourselves our anvil now and got our Silk Touch book here. And now we got our pickaxe with Silk Touch. Awesome. Now, let me see. Am I able to enchant it again? It looks like I can't. Well, that sucks. But let's go ahead and start grinding for this stone that we need, because we are going to need as much stone as possible for this build. I already have a plan for what I want to do here. Gonna grab this diorite as well. It's always good to have. Might need it for some texturing or something. Who knows? But I'll just grab a little bit of it just in case. But now it is time to get as much stone as possible. And with all of that crafting, guys, I think we now finally have everything that we need to get started on our starter base. So I got all the bricks that we need at the beginning of the base here, and I'm just trying to think of where exactly we want this. Now I'm thinking that we build it right here on this level. So let's go ahead and clear out this little hill here just to flatten out an area and get us prepared to start building this. I already kind of have an idea of what I want to do. For some of the parts I'm going to be winging it a little bit, but I think I know what I want to do with this world. I want to try something a little different, something I haven't built before. I'm thinking something almost castle-like, but not quite. You will see what I mean as we get to working on it, but let's get this cleared out, and then we can go ahead and start getting the shape going and get this thing built. Alright, now it's time to go ahead and get started on this starter base. Finally, let's go ahead and get this frame going. And I think we're gonna do some mossy bricks to start. And we're gonna work our way up into regular bricks. So it kind of fades from mossy into regular stone. But yeah, let's get to it. And that is the frame done. There is an outline of what we are going to do. I think over here in these corners, I think I'm gonna do a layer of chiseled stone brick every other block. I think in the corners, this will really add some texture and look really cool. Other than that, I'm gonna keep kind of doing what I'm doing, but fade from this moss to regular stone. So we just have to build it up some, so let me get right onto that. And with some editing magic, you won't have to sit here and watch me place 1,000 blocks. Alright, this is what we got here now. I think it's looking pretty good. It's going to need a little bit more texturing, but we're definitely going to do more with the build once we get it completely built up. But from here, we're going to go ahead and get started on the door here. Alright, with the door done, we can start going on a little overhang that I kind of want to do here. Now that we got an idea of where I want the door to go and how large I want it to be, we can build this up. We're going to go with an outline, I believe, of dark oak. And then we're going to go into spruce on the insides. I think that'll create a nice little color gradient there. You'll see what I mean here in a second. All right, that should just about. What was that? Shoot. Nope. 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 No thanks. Nope. Gotta go. Gots to go. Not dealing with you guys right now. I was not ready for this. I definitely need to eat something before I even attempt a fight with all of those guys. I was not expecting that right now. Let's go ahead and eat this steak before I deal with them. And then I guess I have no choice but to get out there and take care of them. Let's take a look at what we got here. We just gotta finish these last 2 blocks here. Whoops. Give me back my torch. And now we got ourselves a door. Look at that. That looks pretty good. I mean, there's a couple of little things that I need to add to it eventually, but right now I'm chilling with this. I'll even put 2 torches there. I think we're gonna do some stuff with lanterns eventually, but for now, torches will be fine. So yeah, this is looking great, guys. I think we just need to build it up a few more blocks, and then we can get started on the actual house portion. You'll see what I mean. I have a whole like design idea. I guess it's kind of a Japanese inspired in a way. But yeah, let's go ahead and get this built up a little bit more and hopefully get this done here soon. All right, I decided to take a short break from building the starter base because I want to get just a little miniature trading hall done. We're going to get a full-blown one going soon, but I am running really low on some of my tools like my pickaxe. So getting a better supply of those kind of materials would be much better. So if we get some villagers with some trades for some new armor and tools, I think that'll make our life so much easier. Also with this tree mod that I got, it makes getting sticks really, really easy. So with some Fletchers, we can just be rich in diamonds. So we're going to get some of these. We're not looking for god enchantments or anything like that yet. Not working on finding that mending villager quite yet. That will probably be next episode or the episode after. I really want to do an iron farm next episode. I think that will be the plan. And then after that, we're going to do our trading hall. So let's go ahead and get this built and get some villagers in here so that way we can get some good trades. And then we can move back into the starter base. All right, we got ourselves some trades in. We got some new tools, some fresh tools from the villager trades. These have been really helpful, actually. Now we just need to work on continuing to build up the starter base. I also want to go ahead and apologize for some of the audio issues that have happened throughout this video. I really struggled with some of the recording, and I noticed in editing I actually had to re-record some audio within the video, which hopefully wasn't too noticeable. I tried not to make it that way. But yeah, some of the audio was just practically unusable because the game audio was so loud that the cows just drowned out my voice completely. And because I didn't record on 2 separate tracks, so I didn't record my audio separate from the game audio, it was really hard to fix it to where you could actually hear me. So I had to re-record it because I wasn't going to start the episode over, obviously. But if you actually made it this far in the video, please please let me know in the comments, because I'm really glad that despite the issues it had, that some people were still entertained. So clearly you are if you made it this far. But let's go ahead and get this starter base completed. We are almost there. We just got to build this up a little bit more, and then we can really start working on the structure of this thing. So we're just going to keep going here layer by layer, just mixing up the cobblestone, the cracked stone bricks, and regular stone, and keep building this up. All right, now we are going to go ahead and get started on the spruce portion of this build. We're gonna put some stairs and some logs sticking out on the edges here just to make it look nice, and I accidentally put an extra spruce trapdoor here. And it's gone. That's okay. We can always make more. We have almost unlimited spruce now. I did, again, off camera, I built up our tree farm. I went and just got as many different trees as I could find, which is how I got the moss as well that you noticed I used earlier in the build. I went and got spruce, some acacia, and dark oak. I was not able to find a pale oak forest, but I also wasn't particularly looking for one. I was mainly looking for spruce, and it took me like well over like 10,000 blocks to find it. So we did get some pretty cool loot that unfortunately I didn't get on camera. Not because it wasn't recorded, but just because the footage kind of became slightly unusable. And it was also, this video was already getting pretty long as it is, so it was hard to find a place to fit it in, because honestly the whole point of this video is the starter base. That is the most important portion. So we're going layer by layer here as we were before, but we're going with spruce now, and we're starting to get the framing of this portion up, and we're going to get this built up and looking nice. So we're going for almost like a castle vibe. So what we're going to do is once we go from the stone to the spruce, we're going to go into deep slate tiles, which is what's going to make up the roof, and we're going to get this nice cool little like tower / Japanese style castle design. Is kind of what I'm going for. So that's the plan. Just a little bit of bits and bobs here for texturing. This will make the build look really nice, and man, if I had a happy gas, this would be so much easier. I really need to get one of those. Maybe that's what we'll do next episode, is try and get ourselves a happy gas. And boom, with that, we have the exterior done. I actually wanted to show a lot more footage of me building it, but unfortunately, a good like hour portion of video, actually 2 hours of video, got corrupted and didn't record because of an issue with Mac being stupid. Mac's being Mac. So that's the reason that I lost half the footage. So I am now recording the rest of this video a different way, but I think we're looking pretty good here. Just a couple little things, getting the windows in, and we'll be looking great. All right, that is looking nice. I think it just needs one more thing, though. I think if we put stairs on the bottom, it's gonna look really good. Let me try. Okay, neither of those worked. Ooh, okay, that was sketch. Let's take these stairs out and put them the way I wanted them to go. And now we're really gonna, yep, now okay, this is, ooh, okay, we did it. And yeah, I think I like that better. And now it's been duplicated on both sides, and that looks awesome. This base is really coming together now, guys. All right, with the windows done, we can start getting the floor in here. I think I'm gonna alternate this birch and spruce logs, and I'm obviously going to strip it if that has not been made apparent, but let's get this in. Now we got to go through and strip all of these. Let's go the next row. And now that's done. Got the first floor here, and it looks awesome. All right, now one thing I really want to do is build a giant fish tank in this base. So for that, we need to find a warm ocean biome to get some tropical fish and coral. So let's go on an adventure. And I'm pretty sure I see some fish down here. Let's get some of these. Boom. Gotcha. And then we're going to come down here and get some of this coral, as much as we can carry, to put in this fish tank. And definitely get some of these sea pickles to help light it up. And get all of this. And there's plenty more to grab, so we are going to, like I said, grab as much as we can. I really like this this purple one. I think it'll look really cool once we get it all put in. I think one of my favorite updates is the ocean update. I really like all the things that were added in this update here. All right, let's make sure we collect everything we possibly can. And my inventory is full. Let's get rid of some of the sand so that way we can carry a little bit more. What else? This poisonous potato I can get rid of. And the feathers. All right, now it's time to head home and finish that fish tank. So we are thousands of blocks away. So we got quite the journey ahead of us, but we will get there eventually. All right, take our boat, and I think we're just about there over this hill, and it should come into view maybe. All right, look at that, guys. Look at our starter base. It is looking awesome from here. All right, we are finally home. Home sweet home. Let's go ahead and get some of the sand that I got into these furnaces. That way we can work on the fish tank. Just got to make sure I got charcoal in all of them. Looks like one of them is missing some. So let's grab some of this out of our chest. Throw it into this furnace. And start getting this sand split up. I got 5 furnaces, so we're going to split it up into 5 blocks. And we'll just put those randomly. All right. Throw the sand into the furnace. And one more. Awesome. Now we just got to wait on this to get done so we can continue on the starter base. I think this fish tank is going to look so cool when it's done. I am so excited. All right, now we went ahead and got ourselves an outline for the glass here. So we're going to go ahead and start placing this. Looks like I got some dirt scaffolding left over there that I got to take care of. But we're going to put some bubble elevators on the edges of this fish tank to get to the second floor. So that's what I'm leaving that space here for. So let's go ahead and get this glass in and take a look and see how it looks. All right, we're just going to go ahead and get some details around this. I think I'm going to go in with some spruce and really get a good outline for this. And with that, I think that's the last block placed. I also went around with some dark oak fences. Gonna have to get the staircase out of here, but it's looking pretty good. Just gonna go ahead and switch out some of this dirt down here with sand, and then we can go ahead and start getting some of the coral in here. A few details never hurt anybody. Threw in some gravel, cobblestone, and some dirt just to liven it up a little bit on the floor. I also went ahead and made the back wall moss. Now we just need to climb back up here and take a look at what we're working with here. And break my ankles a little here, and that's looking pretty good. Just need to figure out the lighting situation, but we got to get this filled with water first. All right, just gonna get this thing filled with water here. Just gonna go block by block till we get it filled. Now we can start getting some of this coral in here. Gonna just kind of put this in here randomly just to fill up some of the space, especially vertically. I think it'll really add to the look of this. Let me check here. Gonna get rid of this block. There we go. Build this up a few more. I'm gonna do the same over here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, now we're gonna go in with this blue. And I'm thinking we're gonna kind of spiral this one a little bit. Kind of like that. Yeah, it looks pretty good, I suppose. Now I'm gonna go in with the pink coral. And that's looking pretty good as well. Gonna take out this one here. Alright, let's go up one more. And then I really love the texture of this fire coral block. So I'm really excited to put this one in here. I think this one is my personal favorite, actually. Put it right against the pink. I think that'll add a nice contrast. And now just some of these regular corals rather than the coral blocks, just to add a little bit more to the inside of this. And then after this, I will probably go around and bone meal everything just to get some kelp at the bottom to make it look really nice. Or not kelp, seagrass. I think that'll really make it look nice and full of life in here. And then all we have to do after that is get some fish in here, which I am super excited about. I did get a pufferfish, though, so we're going to have to be real careful anytime we have to do any maintenance in here, because that pufferfish could very well end the world. Let's hope that that does not happen. Alright, I think we got the last little bit of corals in there. There's an Enderman. Let's not look at him. And I think we're looking pretty good here. Just need to add some sea pickles to kind of light it up a little bit more down here. Looks like we're going to need some more sea pickles, so I'll have to bone meal some eventually. I think we'll have to actually create ourselves a sea pickle farm eventually. But for now, that looks pretty good. I think it still might need a little bit more light. Yeah, it absolutely will. Got to get rid of some of these torches as well. But other than that, I think this looks awesome. So I think I want to get some shroom lights for some additional lighting in the fish tank. So we're going to go ahead and create our nether portals here and take a trip to the nether, because we are going to go and try and find either some shroom lights or glowstone. I think shroom lights might look a little bit better, but we'll see. Let's just hope that we get a good spawn when we go to the nether, because I'm also going to need some soul sand for the bubble elevator. Let's grab this last obsidian. I accidentally put an extra one up here. That is not necessary. There we go. And I'm also going to put one on this side. I just think it'll really add to the windows. I think it'll look really cool. So let's go ahead and put some obsidian here and light 2 nether portals. And I think this is going to look great. Let's light them up. All right, let's get these nether portals lit up. Awesome, looking good. And now let's hop on in. Let's see what kind of spawn we got. And okay, I did not expect to get this lucky. We spawned right into a warped forest. So we can grab these shroom lights right away, which is what I wanted. I actually wanted this over glowstone, but I was going to settle for some glowstone. But we will grab as many of these as we can and bring them back to the fish tank. All right, I think we have collected enough shroom lights. We're going to go ahead and head back so that way we can get them in our fish tank. And oh, hello there. I suppose you can stay here. Welcome to the starter house. It has not been decorated yet. We still need some interior design. All right, let's go ahead and get this lit up here with these shroom lights. I think I'm going to go for like a light bar in the center. I'm also putting these 3 in the corner. But right here in the center, I think I'm going to do like a light bar, like a typical like real fish tank. Just need to find the center point here and go ahead and start placing these shroom lights into a bar across the top. And hopefully that'll light it up enough that it can be seen inside very well. Let's take a step back and take a look, and oh yeah, that's looking great. Got some lanterns there as well, which helps light it up. This is looking great, guys. I'm so excited. All right, it's time to get some fish in here. I went ahead and also designed the top of it as well. So let's place our first fish. I just want to get kind of far away so he doesn't try to jump out. Hold on, I need to breathe first. Okay, now let's get him in here. Gonna put him right there. Perfect. Let's get the rest of these guys put in here. Got the puffer fish. Gotta keep away from him so he doesn't take me out. And I did not think this through. We're gonna need to get rid of one of these blocks to be able to get up and out of here. There we go. Okay, now we can jump up. Let's throw these other fish in here. I got some salmon. Oh, nope. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, I jumped right on top of the pufferfish. Okay, that was a little dicey, but we are good. Let's just do this from here. If they jump out, they jump out. I'm not risking that again. Let's just drop some salmon in here. I also got some cod. And that'll really help fill up this tank. Now we just got to cover this back up. And let's take a look at what we got going here. All right, this is looking awesome, guys. Look at the fish swimming around happily in their new home. Oh, this is awesome, guys. I am so excited for this. We just got a little bit more detailing, and we got to do the floor in here next. So let's get going on the rest of this base. Wow, I am so proud of this. All right, we're gonna go ahead and place some moss, and we're gonna bone meal it and just make this look nice and slightly overgrown right in front of the tank. And then just a little further back is where we're gonna have the floor. I did some moss carpet with torches just to help light it up around the edges a little bit more. That's what you can see right there next to where I'm building. Gosh, we got to get rid of the staircase. We're going to have a bubble elevator instead, so we're just going to take out the staircase altogether. It just takes up too much space, and it's covering up the focal point of the starter base, which is this fish tank, so we definitely got to get it out of here. I love watching the fish just jump around in there. That's awesome. Sorry, I got distracted. Let's clean this up a little bit because we're not going to have this overgrown area go this far back. All right, now that we got the fish tank fully detailed here, we can go ahead and start getting the floor in. So let's do that. All right, we're going to go in with the floor here now. We're going to go in with some oak logs, and we're going to go in like this L-shaped pattern. I can't take credit for this pattern. I totally found it online. I don't know who to give credit to, but it was just a template of a bunch of different floor patterns you can use. But gonna go in with the birch here, and it's gonna be like an alternating L-shaped pattern. You'll see once I get all these blocks laid. So let's finish this off, and then I'll show you what we got going. All right, gonna go ahead and get all of these stripped, so that way you can see how this is gonna look once we get it going. And I really need to get rid of this staircase. It is just in our way. with everything we do, but don't worry, it will go here soon. We're gonna be getting it out of here. But this is what I meant by the little L-shaped pattern. It kind of just slowly evolves down to one block. And there we go. Now that that is all stripped, we can start on the second section of flooring here. And with that, we got the floor in, and I think this is looking pretty good. Gonna go ahead and put some chains in here to, I didn't mean to put that chain there, but we're gonna put some chains in so that way we can start getting our bubble elevator going, so that way we can get to the second floor now. And now we got our bubble elevator here, and we can jump straight up to the second floor, which we still have to detail. And then we just got this for now. I didn't have enough chains to finish the bubble elevator, so we just dropped straight down now. Gonna take out this dirt staircase that I had temporarily before to get to the fish tank. And now we just got to get rid of this staircase, finally. And with that, we finally got that stupid staircase out of there. And now you can really see this, and I gotta fix those lanterns, they are crooked. But you can finally see the focal point of this build, which is the fish tank, looking great. All right, guys, we finally are done with our starter base. I went ahead and finished out the detailing off camera, just because this video was starting to get a little too long. But let's go ahead and take a grand tour. This is the outside, and I think it looks amazing. It does still need a couple little more details here and there, but that is something we'll work on in later episodes. But let's go ahead and take a look inside. I did a lot of work in here, and I think you guys are gonna like what I did with the place. I'm not great at interiors, but I'm still pretty proud of this one. So we got this wonderful chandelier at the middle with our focal point being the fish tank and our enchantment setup. Got a little mini storage room here. It's going to be temporary until we build a large automatic storage room. But for now, this is looking awesome. And the fish look happy as can be in here. I am so proud of this. This is my favorite part of the build. I love this fish tank that we did. And then we got the bubble elevator here to the top. I threw in some glowstone at the top to light it up a little bit. This is a little dining area that I did in this section of the build. I also got some smokers here and some shelves just to make it look nice. And then in this room, we got our bedroom. I'm going to do a super smelter here once I get some more iron. And then our bed, get rid of these torches now. Got our bed and some shelves and some additional storage. And then I haven't done much in here yet. We do still need to do some work on these nether portals for the interior. But this is where the nether portals are that you see outside the building. So that is it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this first episode of our Minecraft Hardcore series. We're about 143 days in, and next episode, I think we'll get ourselves an iron farm. I am so excited. If you guys enjoyed, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And if you want to see more, please subscribe and hit that bell so that way you can be notified when I post future videos. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you. Bye-bye.